escaped from transport early Wednesday morning along with his accomplice are suspected in 2 murders in our area. Idaho State Police say they believe Skylar Mead and Nicholas Umfenauer escaped from Boise and drove north in a stolen Honda Civic. Investigators say they drove all the way to Julietta, where they came across 83-year-old James Monty while he was walking his dogs. They say Monty and his 2 dogs and his Chrysler Pacifica were taken and driven east toward Leland. And that's where investigators recovered the stolen Honda Civic and the body of James Monty. That same day, investigators were called to a home outside of Orofino where they found the body of 72-year-old Gerald Don Henderson. Prison shackles were there as well, and Monty's 2 dogs. Yesterday, police found Monty's Pacifica at a home in Filer, just outside of Twin Falls. Mead and Umfenauer had already left the home in separate cars. Both were pulled over and both were arrested. Now, this investigation is making national headlines. For an in-depth look at how police caught up to them, check KXLY.com.
We do begin tonight with the breaking news, the capture after a 36-hour manhunt for an escaped prisoner, a white supremacist, and his alleged accomplice in Boise, Idaho, who fired at officers to help that prisoner escape. Late today, police revealing both men have been captured. Police say inmate Skylar Mead is a white supremacist gang member. Alleged gunman Nicholas Umfenauer is accused of ambushing those 3 corrections officers. And authorities also revealing just a short time ago they are now looking into 2 new homicides in the last 36 hours, potentially linked to those men. Authorities say the escape was planned, that the inmate deliberately injured himself so he would be taken to that hospital where the accomplice with the gun was waiting, firing at officers in the ambulance bay. Tonight, the pair captured more than 100 miles away from the scene, and now those 2 new homicides under investigation tonight. ABC's Victor Akendo in Idaho leading us off.
Tonight, more than 36 hours after maximum security inmate Skylar Mead was busted out of a Boise hospital by armed accomplice Nicholas Umfenauer, authorities say both men are in custody.
There was a short vehicle pursuit, and both suspects were taken into custody separately.
They were found in Twin Falls, about 130 miles southeast of Boise.
There were no shots fired or extensive use of force in this operation, for which we are thankful.
Authorities finding that gray Honda used in the escape abandoned, and they are now investigating 2 homicides in separate locations that they believe are linked to the escape.
We did find the shackles at the scene of one of the homicides, so that's one of the ways that we tied them together.
Police say Mead, who is a documented member of the white supremacist Aryan Knights prison gang, deliberately injured himself badly enough to have to go to the hospital. And when he was about to be transported back to prison, accomplice Nicholas Umfenauer opened fire. There's the ambulance bay where police say Umfenauer ambushed the officers around 2:15 a.m., firing multiple shots just feet away from the emergency room entrance. 2 officers were shot by the suspect and remain in the hospital. A third, shot accidentally by a responding Boise police officer, was released.
I think with today's news, their spirits are lifted.
Tonight, both Mead and Umfenauer will face a series of new charges as authorities investigate how they were able to coordinate this escape, which has since turned deadly. David?